Just go.
Hello.
I'm better off script anyway.
Hello. This.
Are you recording yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes,
So now we're gonna look. I'm the old guy, okay, which would make him his dad, right? That's me, the old guy, his dad. This is a video game tier for consoles primarily. I mean, there's like a PC in there to represent all PCs, right?
Yes, there is.
But we're gonna be good. We're gonna write. So he's gonna be handling more of the new
Yes.
shit. The main reason I'm here is to help everybody figure out what the hell was going on in the 80s and 90s, right?
For this thing.
I don't know what that thing is. So like,
No,
I'm not gonna know everything, but I was a decent gamer. See, back then nobody had any money or technology, so like we cherished the few things we had. Okay. So anyway, let's just start going through the list, right? I mean, I assume everybody on the channel is familiar with you. It's your channel.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, the 41 subscribers.
right.
I
All 41 of your subscribers know you. I feel like half of them probably already know me too. But anyway.
All of them know me.
So
They're all me.
So what do we?
We're starting out with the PSP.
PSP. Okay, so we're starting off with something that's
Well,
like.
hold on, let's go over the tiers.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
S, A, B, C are like regular tiers. Trash is for like for bad consoles. Never played's for like consoles. Like I don't think.
I think
we've played all
never
of these.
played. I think actually explains
Attack of the Clones
Look.
is for the absolute worst consoles.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones is pretty freaking bad, right?
The worst console.
I wish Attack of the Clones can go into a tier that we called I've never seen it. That's what I would like to put Attack of the Clones in.
Even never played's probably better than Attack of the Clones.
No, but what I'm trying to say is I wish I never saw that movie.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm just gonna let you know. I think it'd be better if we never played the console than have it be Attack of the Clones if it's that bad.
So GOAT stands for it's a greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Dude, what is the word? What is S tier? What is it? What does S stand for? Super? Is it super class?
It's the best tier.
It's the best. Okay, but not as good as GOAT. Jar Jar Binks.
We fixed it. We fixed it.
I don't know if that's quite what I would call super, but we can work with that anyway. So Jar Jar Binks is a little bit better than an A. Not as good as a GOAT.
A little bit better than Attack of the Clones.
All right.
So
PSP. I'm gonna say PSP is underrated. I think people gave it a bad rap because they didn't like the format the games came on, those little mini disc things.
I know people hate the disc.
What you basically had at the time was a PlayStation 2 in the palm of your hands, which was pretty. I mean, that was important. That was like a new thing. I'm gonna call it a B. But I reserve the right to adjust. Because if we get into more handhelds and something deserves to be better or worse, I would say that if we look at the screen here, everything to the left, closer to the letter B, will be higher ranked B stuff.
I was on the bus once, and I was sitting next to my friend. He brought out his PSP, and he was playing Skate 3 on there, and I had like my 3DS on the bus. It was like 3rd grade, and the 3DS didn't have like any skateboarding games. And Skate 3 was pretty cool, so I feel like the PSP had some cool exclusives.
Yeah, well, and we have a PlayStation 2 on the list, and we'll see how I feel about that once it gets here. I mean, I hold
Xbox.
Xbox.
I never played that.
I think
not the original one.
It was overrated. I think I'm not gonna call it trash, but I'm gonna say C. If you've never played it, I guess we're just gonna have to go with my vote on that,
which is C.
Which is a C. It's not trash, but it's not as good as a PlayStation 2, and people hyped it up trying to act like it was just because Microsoft or whatever. But
Halo, I mean, I guess the Halo argument kind of works. I don't think like.
But we have other Xboxes to play with.
I'm sorry, but if your whole argument for the Xbox One is first multiplayer and Halo, Halo, I bet it was good. But I don't think one game should carry in hold on, example. If you only like Wii Sports, I don't think they should say that the Wii is like the best of all time.
I'll tell you what,
The Wii's a good console though.
I bought the Xbox so I could play one game, and it wasn't even Halo. It was Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead was the first-person shooter zombie game, and you started off with a lever-action rifle. And I needed that in my life at the time. I've never bought another Xbox game or console ever again. And that tells you you're going to see I'm biased.
I never owned a single Xbox.
And you're going to find out where my allegiances lie. I mean, there's a couple of oddities outside of my bias, but like you'll see where my allegiances are because there's going to be a certain brand that's always near the top and another one that's always near the bottom.
There's going to be a lot of PlayStation.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But I'm biased and I'm acknowledging it now.
I literally have no idea what this is. You're in, Dad. You're in.
Oh, come on, man. I'm not that old. What the hell is that thing? I don't know.
I think it's the Atari.
Whatever it is, I've never played it. I don't think that's the Atari. I think the Atari is one of these other old ones.
It's this one. It's this one.
That's the Atari.
Yeah, no, it's this one. Oh, PS3.
PS3?
PS3.
No.
It's goated. I love it.
It's I'm going to say PS3 is Jar Jar Binks. Look, because here's the thing. If we just put all of our favorites at GOAT, we're gonna have a bloated GOAT list, nothing in the middle, and then everybody's gonna know we're Sony fanboys, and all of our Xbox friends will stop talking to us because they're kind of sensitive.
Yes. Yes.
But that being said, look, PS3 is great, and if I can only own one system, it's probably gonna be a PS3.
I don't know if it's the backwards compatible one. I feel like, wait, I got a great...
Well, I'm assuming backwards compatible for Jar Jar, because otherwise I'll say 8. Yeah.
Let me just go here. Non-backwards... Wait, nope, we're not going to use that one. I got a better idea. I'm going to put a B over it. So that way we know that this one's the backwards compatible one.
Okay, so you think they actually deserve to have two completely separate slots?
Yes, I mean, let's be honest.
In that case, let's put the regular PS3 at A, and then put the one that is backwards compatible at Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. The Atari.
Atari.
I never played this. This is you.
So.
I remade the games on it, on Scratch.
I'm giving Atari a C right there with the Xbox.
Above or below?
Below. It's important. It's so, and that's the thing. It's not worth anything but nostalgia and history at this point. There's no friggin' reason for anybody today to be owning an Atari unless there's some sort of a collector, which is always a valid point. But is it even a full 8-bit? I don't even know. It's kind of a trash system if we compare it to anything else as far as actual gameplay. But you had color arcade video games in your house for the first time that I've ever heard of anyway. That alone keeps it above trash. Because it brought video games into every home in America for the most part. Almost. There's another one on here that did that even better, but we're not there yet.
I don't think you can do this, Dad. The Switch, I think I'm going to put it above the Vita, but I have my reasons. It's better than the Vita because...
That's not the Vita, that's the PSP.
No, the PSP. Because the PSP has disc games, but this one has digital and disc and has multiplayer. Also, it switches between. You can either play it on the TV or on the go, and there's a lot of cool controller designs, and it's Nintendo, and Nintendo exclusives are pretty cool, and it's definitely a great family console because all the games are family friendly.
So I won't argue with you. And the one little bit of experience I have on the Switch, we went on a motorcycle ride to a rally, and it got washed out with rain when we got there, and we were all stuck in the hotel for most of the weekend. And somebody had brought a Switch with them, put it on the hotel's TV, and we played Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, Smash Bros.
It literally saved the weekend.
It's so good.
So I'm not going to argue with that. Like, on a personal level, I might have switched those two there, the PSP and but like I'm not going to argue with you.
The GameCube?
The Switch is still more relevant today than the PSP is, so no argument.
Oh yeah, I just want to let you know that's from 2017. That's like it's old. Yeah. It's like old compared to all of these, and it's still the most relevant Nintendo console. It's about to outsell the PS2 as well.
Well, that's because it's still for sale.
I don't use the GameCube controller or the console. I played GameCube games on the Wii and on the online collection on Switch. So I either am gonna put it in Netherplayed or C.
So I was gonna say, for me personally, it's the top of C tier.
C clear.
C clear, right? Yeah. Only out of my right eye. The left one's been through hell.
It clears C.
I don't care for it, but a lot of people do. and people get the feels for it when they go into those vintage video game stores. Oh, you got a GameCube? Like, it doesn't do it for me, but all right, this one.
I literally have no idea what that is.
So I wish we had more handhelds to play with, but I'm actually Sega Game Gear.
Oh, it's Game Gear.
Sega Game Gear for me, I'm gonna put at the bottom of B class, and let me tell you why. Just like the PSP was a PlayStation 2 in your pocket, Game Gear is a Sega Genesis in your pocket. Now, you need a big pocket because the thing is like a loaf of bread, but still. And you also have to get this big magnifying glass thing to like turn it into like almost friggin'... But the thing is, you have to bear in mind, it was going up against Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and it absolutely demolished them. I don't care what anybody says. The only thing holding it back is it didn't have all the Nintendo licensed games. So Nintendo's done a really good job of keeping their games in-house. But you had Mortal Kombat 2, you had Road Rash. I mean, you had Sonic. Sonic was really fun and playable. The biggest Achilles heel to it is it ran on AA batteries and they died like every 30 seconds. But I don't know.
Xbox controller.
Yeah, and it's basically an Xbox controller too.
I like Nintendo 64. You can mainly do this, but I have one little story to share. This actually happened at like the YMCA once. I was there for like summer camp. It was like raining and stuff, but one of the counselors had like had an N64, and like we'd play some of the games there. I was really good at Mario Kart. I don't know which Mario Kart it was, but you know, knowing most Mario games is probably Mario 64. I did like Doom 64. I do have that. I was about to go out there, but I have that.
I don't know if you're ready for my take on N64.
What is it?
It's my first GOAT pick. That system. 1080 snowboarding is the best snowboarding game ever created. Period. I don't
think there is any other snowboarding.
Yeah,
game.
there were a couple of them. There were a
much.
couple. The thing is, 1080 ruined them all by being so good that nobody ever tried again. They just dropped the mic
Just
on that.
the same game with different graphics.
You know how I feel about GoldenEye 64. GoldenEye 64.
Every time we go to a store.
Yeah, I'm going to be buying a Nintendo 64 soon just to get GoldenEye, if nothing else. Then you got the Mario Kart, the San Francisco Rushes. You've got even just Super Mario Brothers 64. Mario 64.
I had that on my 3DS.
I mean, the thing is,
my DS.
all of the good games for N64 are the best games of their type, period. And I don't even care with the goofy controller and all. It's for me.
I think that the controller, people are like over like, ooh, it's too complicated. It's not.
I'm a PlayStation fanboy, but N64 demolished PS1. I don't care, or the original PlayStation console, which is also the same thing as PS1. I'm not gonna play the game moving forward of the two different names, but yeah, no, that's my first GOAT tier, and I'll fight anybody that says otherwise. So
NES, I actually do have a little bit of like I've actually pretty good experience. I've had like a couple friends that had it, and then I remember like going like to. It was like somewhere. I probably the YMCA again because they had like a little gaming van that came up with like consoles. The first game I played Mario, I got like to the warp zone and stuff. That is like really cool. Duck Hunt was really sick as well.
you know the second controller controls the duck.
Yeah, no. I read that in like a Nintendo Power magazine. I read online. I didn't actually have one. I read it online.
I had that system when it was brand new. And I used to get pissed at that little friggin' dog.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm 40. But, but I never knew the second controller controlled the duck.
You
kind of
were,
pissed. I want to go back
you
in time.
You hated yourself.
I hated the dog. The dog was
you.
always laughing at me.
Which was you.
Well. So where would you put it? Because I've got an opinion, but I want you to kind of friggin' tell me where you're at with it.
Kind of here.
Kind of there. So
it's not better than the Switch, because the Switch has all the games that the NES has.
I was going to put it at the bottom of A.
Bottom of A?
But I'm going to tell you why. It's the reason everybody has video games in their house now.
Fair.
Even more than the Atari.
Let's go for a settlement. Top B.
I can go with that. And the only reason I'm not ranking it higher is because, honestly, everybody that's got wonderful things to say about the Nintendo Entertainment System is looking through rose-colored glasses
NES.
called nostalgia. Yeah, NES. the games don't really hold up today. Yeah, the original Mario Brothers is still playable. But are you really gonna be blowing into your cartridge and trying to make that freaking thing work when you have any of these other systems? No.
Name one person in like 2024 that's ever said, "Do you want to know what I plan to do today? Play some original Mario on NES." Dad, I got better. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not great. But it's important. It's real. It's arguably the most important console that ever existed.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's arguably.
It's just really limited by its time. Literally no idea what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yoink.
Wait, yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Right. It looks like a magnet. Magnet design.
Okay.
No idea what that is.
That's a Sega Genesis. That is the original Mortal Kombat 2 machine. That's the original Road Rash machine.
That against you, like,
That's the original Sonic the Hedgehog machine. It needs to do good. It's gonna be better than C tier. It's not as important as the Nintendo.
Yep.
It's not as modern and usable. Put it above the PSP, but below the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing, and we'll get to. I think we'll probably get to Super Nintendo soon enough. I think that the Sega Genesis was a better gaming system than the Super Nintendo, but the Super Nintendo got all the games. And that's why they're kind of dead neck and neck.
Okay. The PS1, Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid, and Final Fantasy VII. Those are like the main games on there I know.
Yeah, for me, that's a top of B.
I mean, I won't argue with that because I don't have enough experience.
It's my least favorite PlayStation. I'd rather have a Nintendo 64 8 days a week. I just...
Also, literally...
But this started the franchise.
Also, I just want to let you know, literally almost every single PlayStation, even the non-backwards compatible PS3, can play PS1 games. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I could Thanos glove systems and only have one remaining, it would be from the PlayStation family. And without the PS1, we don't have the PlayStation family.
That kind of gets rid of it. Like,
but you know,
that's the Sega Saturn. I think
the one game PS1 has that's like unique and really really super awesome is Driver. And I don't know if you've had a chance to play Driver yet.
The only games I played were like the main games everyone was talking about.
The game Driver is a really sick game, but otherwise I think most of what you had going on with PlayStation is mid. I mean, it also is the beginning of the Grand Theft Auto games, but both the PS1 Grand Theft Auto games are kind of shitty, if I'm being honest. People like them like, oh, I could steal a car and shoot a civilian because I want to be a bad boy. But like, the graphics were terrible, and that bird's eye view was, I mean, I don't know, I didn't care.
Sega Saturn.
Is that the Saturn?
Yep.
All right, shout out. Shout out to Uncle Warzone. He's the only one I known that has ever had a Sega Saturn. So I played it. I played Daytona, USA, Daytona. It was like friggin', I still have that in my dreams, man.
If it's a fighting game, I'm not playing it.
No, it's a NASCAR game where you just drive around in circles.
Why did I think it was a fighting game? I know what Daytona is.
Yeah.
It's a fighting game.
No, you're just terrified to go against me in a fighting game. That's why you got
absolutely.
PTSD from that shit. So, God, that system sucks. It's not oh man.
Either trash, Attack of the Clones.
Look, I'm sorry, Uncle Warzone, and he tries to defend it. He does. If he was here, he'd probably argue us at least up to a C with it. But I'm gonna put it in the trash. We're putting it in trash. But here's the thing. Now I'm starting to friggin' worry because we've got Attack of the Clones to work with. Oh no, I know where I know where we're going with that.
I know.
No spoilers. Okay. But yeah, no. All right. So nobody bought that. It was a complete friggin' failure. Sorry, Uncle Warzone. I know that your mom bought it for you, but
so
I'm not really sure what that is. Look, all right. So I've never owned an Atari, and furthermore, I've never owned anything older than an NES. So I'm not that friggin' old. Some of my friends have. Some of my friends have, but I haven't. I don't know what. I feel like that's some generation of Atari. It's got to be. If it's not, was it like a Betamax?
Nope.
I don't know. It's in Never Played. It's in Never Played, but I'm going to go ahead and assume it probably wouldn't do well.
I'm seeing that controller. I could tell it's a Sega console.
That's probably the Dreamcast.
I never played it. Wait, no. On. I think that's the Dreamcast and that's the Saturn.
Maybe so. I don't know. Put them both in the trash just to be safe. Let's be honest. So Sega Genesis and Sega Game Gear were both important, but
the only good one's the Genesis.
Yeah.
The only one
So Sega makes good games, but they don't make good consoles. It is what it is. Okay. Two of them have been important, but like they were just there to push everybody else to their best game, and now they belong in the trash bin.
I just want to say this: we're being very strict. I feel like just for like our little Warzone Xbox friends, we gotta be very careful with the Series X.
No.
We gotta be very careful.
But what we've arrived at is Game Boy.
Game Boy.
And I'm sort of between trash.
I played Pokemon Blue on that.
How could it be blue when there's no color?
The cartridge was blue, but there was no color.
I would put this in Attack of the Clones personally, but I'll let you push it into trash if you think it's worth more than that.
Nope. Attack.
Right.
We're gonna get hated.
Guys, you can't even
Attack of the
see
Clones,
what's happening
Attack
half
of
the
Clones,
time.
but the color.
It's like playing a calculator from the 80s. It's terrible.
Hear me out. You have the light. It goes in the trash. If it like doesn't have if you have nothing like no, how is this? Any other handheld you could like sneak somewhere or like use it.
No, I feel like every handheld is better than that one.
There's not, bro.
Well, is it Game Boy Color on here somewhere? Because if Game Boy Color's on here, we can put Game Boy Color in the trash.
I don't see color.
We don't.
We got a great strategy for this.
Yeah. Just put in B for color or C. Yeah.
We're very good at this.
Okay, now go ahead and immediately put that one in the trash.
Were they that bad?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, just with some freaking watercolors on it. It's not any better. It's the same.
The Xbox, one of my friends are gonna hate me for this.
What is that?
Easy Xbox One. Easy trash.
Xbox One?
One, the name's really confusing. Two, the little Connect feature sucks so bad.
Is Xbox One, is that the one before or after the 360?
After 360.
So I'm a never played on that one.
We had that that one sucked so bad. Do you want to know how easy the controllers got drift? The gym teacher they said
Are you sure it's not a C? Are you just being prejudiced?
No. It's like
I don't actually know. I don't know that I've played one, so I can't say. But
I'm serious. I was at my friend's house. We like picked up a controller that didn't have drift, and it immediately got drift as soon as we touched it.
I mean, I'll defer.
PC.
All right.
I don't want to put that in GOAT because I don't.
It's not GOAT.
It's not GOAT.
Listen, Troy. It's not GOAT. It's not even Jar Jar. All right. I do think that it needs to be an A.
Top A.
I have a hard time putting it better than the PlayStation 3, though.
The irony of this, the best console I have in performance in this list is PC.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. You have to spend at least 3 times as much money, because we're only rating this as a gaming system, right? We're not rating it for, like, running a business or anything like that. It's just a gaming system. You have to spend 3 times as much as any console to match its performance.
I just want to say this for anyone. If we count the game bundles, like, how is this? You know, like, when you buy, like, the PS3 and you, like, have, like, a game on the cover of the box and, like, you'd get that game with it. As like a download, like the PS5 with Modern Warfare 3.
I know we put the Deadpool version of Xbox on here, but that's just for our own entertainment. We're
Yeah,
not really counting bundles.
No. Like every single like PlayStation or something or like any console would come with like a game as a promotion in there with a download code, like the Xbox with the Call of Duty thing without like the special edition plates. So almost every other console you get a game. You spend like $3,000 to get a top-of-the-line PC, and then you have no games.
It comes with Windows.
Windows.
It comes with Windows. Look, hey, look, we're ranking the PC fairly high here. Yeah, I don't think we're being mean. But I see, I think the PlayStation as a gaming system, I think the PS3 beats it, but it's still an A tier.
I really want to. I know I never played the Virtual Boy, but I really want
Well,
to
no,
play
but you
Attack of
get.
the Clones.
Are we gonna put the PS3 ahead of the?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it would be.
That's what I
It
was.
would be
pushing.
criminal. Pull
Yeah.
out any game
Look,
from there.
And here's the thing, like if we rank, let's be honest, people. Disclaimer, okay? If we rank PC anything less than an A tier, people are gonna burn our houses down while we're sleeping in them. Because as much as I say Xbox people get their feelings hurt, oh my god, these PC drones. They're
You can't make fun of my League of Legends machine.
PC Master Race, PC Master Race, PC Master. Look, man, look. Where's your camera at? This is not a game controller. Okay?
He's holding up a keyboard, by the way.
This sucks. I don't know where your camera is.
No camera. I didn't buy a webcam yet.
Oh, okay. That's what. Well, never mind. I'm showing the screen. The keyboard sucks as a game controller. Now, first
it takes
person,
like 2 years to get used to it. By the way.
first person shooter, mouse click. That's probably the most intuitive way to shoot people in a video game. So I'm gonna, the mouse almost makes up for the keyboard while still not actually making up for the keyboard.
Also, I just want to say this. I played for like a while on computer. And like I think I played like when I was 7 originally on Roblox. It was like the first PC game. No, the first PC game I played was like ABC Master, but like we're not counting that. We're counting like real games. I was like playing like Roblox, and I'd play a game called Dinosaur Simulator, and you had to use WSD to move, and like you had to click to interact with stuff. I used the arrow keys in that because I wasn't good with like the WASD thing. It takes like a year to get good at. It took me like a year to get good at WASD, but that's just me. That might just be a skill issue.
Yeah, well, and look, man, Half-Life was awesome. Wolfenstein was awesome.
Doom.
And this is like I'm reaching back. I'm here being the old guy again, right? But like Doom, Duke Nukem. Oh my Christ, Duke Nukem is sick. I know it's available on things that are not PC, but I'm just saying, like, all of these things started from the world of PC.
Wait, hear me out. If you spend $3,000 just to play those games, I just like to let you know, it works on the $50 school Chromebooks that we have.
All right, but hear me out now. I've got a $500 PlayStation 5 sitting next to an $800 tower, which costs less than most gaming PCs. And I can do more with the two of those combined than I can with a $1,500 gaming PC. And this is why I'm not letting it go to Jar Jar or Goat. But that being said, if you really do build a PC, there is no console that'll keep up with a properly built one through and through.
Now,
so people aren't wrong about that.
Anyway, if we were rating this off display though, I'd still feel like I think PC would be like pretty good because the lights. I don't know what I'm on about.
Anyway, that's enough fan service for the PCs. Let's get back.
Virtual Boy.
Let's get back to our next Attack of the Clones pick.
$2,000 for headache.
I know more about this from hearing about. I've never actually seen one in real life.
I've never played it, but I really want to put it in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
So I went on.
Technically,
eBay.
neither of us have played it, so I think we have to put it.
No,
played.
I went on eBay. It was like $2,000. And by the way, I have like been studying the Nintendo thing. I have like books and stuff on it. And that's like serious. I know a lot about Nintendo that some people don't. Like multiple people like reported headaches immediately after playing that, so they had to take it off like the same day.
I appreciate what they were trying to do, but it was an abysmal failure.
It was very cool, but
it was an abysmal failure. Like you can't. Let's face it. If you're a commercial failure, because here's the thing: we've got the Dreamcast and the Saturn both in trash. That's mostly because they were commercial failures. If the systems were successful and they had a bunch of games to support them, they'd probably be in like the B's or C's somewhere. But you can't be a complete commercial failure with no games and nobody buying your shit. And neither of us, I'm 40 and you're 14, neither one of us have ever even seen one in real life. That's a failure. You can't really rate that.
If I ever see anyone make a tier list on any type of console and I see this above C tier, I'm after you.
I mean, somebody might have bought it and loved it. It just wasn't anybody I've ever heard of.
It's just not any sane person. It's a blind guy. He's using blind mode.
Is that the Wii?
Oh no, that's the Wii U. The Wii U is so trash compared to the Wii. I don't want to be every single Wii like person. The Wii U. How do I say?
So is that? That's like a portable version of the Wii.
Hold on. How does it? I'll explain it. It's okay. It has the actual console, and then it has the gamepad as the controller. So if you want an actual controller like those ones, Dad, I'm just pointing for you.
Yeah.
If you want a controller like those, you have to buy a pro controller separately for like $100.
So is it a separate system from the regular Wii?
No, it's not. It's connected to it, so you can't even use it as like an actual portable. How is this? If someone else is using the TV, then you'd use the gamepad. So I guess it gets rid of that problem. The motion controls, which is the entire point of the Wii, like this one.
Yeah.
Controls,
no, I've got opinions on regular Wii, but I don't have an opinion here. I'm a learner.
Non-existent.
Consider me the Padawan learner on this thing.
They're basically non-existent.
So what is it?
You cannot leave the room without the gamepad disconnecting, and it dies so often.
So is it bottom of C?
I'm gonna put it.
No, but see, hang on now. You're telling me it's trash, and then you're trying to put it above a Genesis and a PSP and a Game Gear.
Yeah,
those are not trash.
I realize
those are not trash.
I will put it above Xbox. No, it's because the innovation. Because they took this and they made the Switch an actual good. I feel like we don't want the Switch.
I'm not informed enough to argue with that.
The Wii U did help. The Wii U did help with the Switch, which I will say it's probably by far the best Nintendo console. Like besides some of them for like good reasons.
Well, I mean, to be honest, the Switch probably is technically a better system than an N64.
It also has the classic collections, by the way, may I add, so you can play all the classic games.
No, but the controller that is N64.
Yeah, no, you can get
nothing else on the tier list is getting moved around here.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Super Nintendo. So, Super Nintendo is probably going to be better than NES, but not as good as PS1, I think.
Alright, wait, oops, my bad. Oh, wait, we're here?
Yep. Nope. One more over. PS1's better than Super Nintendo. But, look, so you've got a lot of good Mario. This is a common theme with Nintendo. Good job, Nintendo, on your licensing. All of the Nintendo exclusive games for that era were on that console.
Super Mario World. I just got to say,
right. So like,
great.
So like, that's kind of one of those things where like Nintendo has made it hard to completely trash, except for the Game Boy, any other systems, because all of the Nintendo exclusives are on Nintendo systems.
Yes.
So, and like a lot of those are good games, even if they are a little cartoony and kid friendly. But it's hard to put anything below a C from Nintendo.
There are some M-rated games on there, but they kind of suck. Very bad.
On a personal level, I like the Sega Genesis better than the Super Nintendo, but that doesn't. It's not. The rest of the world would probably disagree with me, and I'm acknowledging that here.
I'm using my GOAT tier for this. There's so much reason I can go on for literal hours. I have short form videos about why it's good and why it's the greatest. It has
so what you're saying is that your whole channel would revolt against you if you turned back now.
No.
All 41 of them.
Some of those are me, and then the other ones are my friends and family.
I'm a subscriber. You're not even a subscriber to my YouTube channel.
No, I am.
Oh, are you? All right, so
Yeah.
I've got one subscriber. I've got one video.
Fan.
I've got one video of one song from one Tool concert, and that's it.
Congratulations, Dad. You're the best at videos.
I'm the best at that one video. I have other stuff I've been meaning to put on there. Next time you come over, you can help me put a bunch of videos up. I've got videos for.
I actually been putting some of my clips on there.
Anyway, we're getting distracted. You're supposed to cook off on this freaking foldable thing here.
Exclusives, great. It was also with the Vita, except guess what? It took the Vita because.
So is that I'm assuming this is the 3DS.
Yeah, and it also had like the little 3D option, but that kind of hurt your eyes, so I'll honestly turn that off. But you could also fold it, so it's a lot smaller, and the D-pad was also great. The circle pad, I think it was really good because instead of the joysticks like on anything else, it was like a flat joystick that was actually kind of good. It was very like comfortable to hold. Also, we're going into modding. I guess I don't know if we should count it, but like
you could count modability, but not specific mods.
Modding this, there's
like the fact that it is easily moddable. Yeah, that's a pro.
There's some
but you can't say, "Oh no, my buddy's version is sick. It's an S tier." Nah, we're not doing that.
No. there's some great mods I'm just gonna list them off. Like if you were to get mods, get H Shop, Aroni, and then like all the other homebrew stuff. Cause H Shop gives you access to every single Nintendo game that can run on this, and any other game that's able to run on the 3DS for free.
And can you play like NES and Super Nintendo games
Yes,
on it and shit?
I have a lot of
That's
them.
pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
All of them.
You're almost making me want to get one now. You're honestly.
It's very hard to mod, and sometimes you might
I feel like
break it if you
Nintendo
mod
owes
it.
you a royalty check because you're getting a person that wants one. You know, you're selling it to me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you.
uh,
I have no idea what this next thing is.
Game Boy Advanced. So it fixed the lighting problem. It made the colors actually good, and it's small enough to fit in your pocket where it doesn't suck.
So it has to be better than the other Game Boys.
Yeah, no, if it's not,
so it has to be. So this is Game Boy Advanced. You know what that makes the other two Game Boys? Retarded. I'll let you put it wherever you want. Mostly.
Don't want to put it above Xbox because I feel like my Xbox friends and your
Well,
Xbox
we still
friends,
have most of the Xboxes remain to be rated.
Yeah, no.
Or at least most of the ones that matter. To me.
Nintendo Wii. I love this. Great games.
Oh yeah, no. So I'm gonna.
Wait, let me go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the Wii snowboarding was great. The Wii Fit was great. The Wii Sports was great, and one of the best games. I played it on this first before any other console. Lego Star Wars. I don't know why it's so good. Lego Star Wars 3 was just so good. I could not explain why. It's just by far one of the best games you can play on there, and the motion controls add on, so like you'd feel like you're using like some of the stuff in there, and it adds more to like games, and like some of the Mario games would use controls, and it has the option to either play 2D by putting it on its side or actual motion games.
So I
guess modding.
without your argument being into consideration, I was going to say that we can't be any lower than B tier no matter what. I think it's the only system of its type with the motion controller where you've got all like the baseballs, the golfs, and the bowlings and stuff like that.
I also want to be the one to say this. It's the only one of all of these consoles that came with a built-in stand.
It's also the only one that is nursing home friendly for the elderly.
Yes. It's also the only one. It's also
It's the only way me, mom, and papa are getting their exercise. You know what I'm saying?
It's the only one that I feel like everyone would play. Like you can.
They're out there playing friggin' virtual shuffleboard.
They're playing. They're playing. I kind of want to go to a nursing home, put a VR, and have them on Beat Saber.
I just realized the irony of me sitting here in this video with you making fun of old people. So I'm gonna calm down a little bit.
I kind of want Oculus, Beat Saber. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna put it above PC.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Put it right below PC.
No,
trust me.
Not
Trust
the
me.
League of Legends.
The PC people will come for us.
Not the League of Legenders.
Yeah, no, the League of Legenders and the WoW classics.
No, not the Steam representatives.
The Steam representatives.
Discord mods, not the Discord moderators.
So
you don't even know what a Discord on. I gotta
look.
show
Anybody that wants to be a moderator of something, that's like the professional teacher's pet.
I have to
that's
show
the
you.
hall monitor.
I have to show you that. No, hold on. I'm definitely.
You know what their future is? Being a board member on an HOA.
What?
That's what their future is.
Okay,
Look, to all you youngins out there, you don't
video,
get it yet, but you're gonna get it. Trust me, that was funny.
I will show you. Oh, PS4.
PS4, not as important as PS3. So
I liked it. I mean, some of the stuff was cool. I did play it.
So I skipped it. I had a PS3 and then I got a PS5.
I skipped it. I have friends that play it though, so I did play it for a little bit.
From what I understand, PS4 was a bigger jump from 3 than 5 was from 4.
If I were to say it, top B.
You want to say top of B? I don't have any reason to argue with that. Look, we got a strong B tier here, huh?
Oh, the Vita. The Vita's like the exact rival to the 3DS, and I could argue why it's really good and bad. It definitely has more like teenager and adult games that are good, but the thing about it, it's way harder to mod. The menu's a little bit confusing to use, and getting the mods, the SD, it's really easy to break the Vita. So that's why I wouldn't put it in there. I still say it's better. I'd still say it's A tier, but it's definitely not.
I've never played one.
I'm a big part of the modding community.
Now I will say that I inherently prefer consoles over handhelds. So because of that, my tendency is to want to put it below a few things.
Which is?
But the reality is, well, because of that, I'd put it below a PS4. But I also will say it's truthfully a never played for me, and I also have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm putting it here. I'm a big part of the modding community, and these two were the easiest.
you put a handheld up in GOAT, and I would never have a handheld even.
You don't even know about it.
Right.
You never even heard about it. Now you're just being being consolist. God.
Yes. No.
The console police.
Console. Yeah. Whatever. So, but speaking of consoles, okay, look at what's up next. Now, I just got one thing to say about this next contender.
Red ring
of death. Hello, my Xbox fans. I actually look every fiber of my being.
I'm gonna hear this. I swear to God, if there's any Xbox 360 fan, I can already tell you what's gonna be in the comments. But MW2 was so goated back then. Have you tried COD 4? Also, the PS3 plays those exact games, but with better specs.
I'm going to put this on top of the trash pile. It's better than the Segas, but
No, wait, hear me out. We have to put it above Xbox because
yeah. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
And it's definitely above the Game Boy Advance because handheld.
Is it better than that Wii thing?
Actually, yes, it is.
What about GameCube?
No.
Okay.
Unless
you got saved from the trash. Look, I've got.
You got saved.
Look, I've got a personal.
Because Halo Reach and Halo OTSD were kind of cool for me.
I'm old enough where I have PTSD from the Red Ring of Death. And I didn't even own one. I was just trying to play at my friends' houses. And like, oh, you want to play Xbox? I got the new freaking whatever the crap it is.
Get the
ice.
ice.
I was like, yeah, sweet. And then like Red Ring of Death, and we're
get the ice. Get the ice.
Yeah.
Get the fans. It's overheating my Xbox. Bro, I could tell you why no one has ever tried it to mod a 360 or a PS3. The PS3, it's because there's not much to mod because it's still using the same stores. Hasn't been shot down. And I'll tell you why the 360 has never been attempted. One, because the memory disk thingy is kind of weird, like the hard drive. It's kind of weird to use. There's nowhere to put it in. Also, if you put a single mod on there, if you put a single PNG or YouTube video, my Xbox, it's overheating. My house is on fire.
Well, can I just address something right now? And I know there are people that disagree with me. This is well, no, it's not that. This is a subjective opinion of mine. But I hate and always have hated Xbox controllers. I prefer the PlayStation format. It just doesn't feel right in the hand. It's like a child's toy. Even the new ones are better, but it still doesn't feel right. Not the batteries.
Yeah. I'll say this about it's a little bit late, but the Series X fixed that with the option to either pick batteries or a battery pack that you can use to charge it like a PlayStation. So it gives you that option to swap.
Well, look, I actually think highly of the Game Gear, and that's probably
PS2.
Hang on. I think we're both going to agree on PS2, but on batteries, if I'm willing to put Game Gear in B tier when it comes to batteries, then I can't really hold batteries against too many things because Game Gear is the worst battery system ever.
I have one thing to say about PS2. Gotta go.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soap.
Hey, my man Smoke.
Yep.
Man Smoke. All right, so I don't think that we're gonna. Wait, where are you going? Because I want to go GOAT.
Oh, yo, I'm on with that because some of the horror
if it's not GOAT, it's at least Jar Jar.
Silent Hill 2.
Look, I have a long list for this. I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but, like, you got Stuntman, you got Punisher, you got Mercenaries 2, you've got Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, a bunch of Need for Speed games. This system, I mean, even though the only reason that I would choose a backwards compatible PS3 over a PS2 is because it plays PS2 games. And if I couldn't play PS2 games, I would have to have a PS2. Now, granted, I'm saying this as a guy who currently only has a PS5, but we'll get to that later.
You sold your PS3 though, so you did own most of these.
Yeah, but I gave all my PS3 games to you, and there's a PS3 sitting right here in front of us.
I set them. I set them all up like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no. So like I still have all my PS3 games.
Nintendo DS.
For you.
I feel like I'm just gonna. I'll slide that right over there, maybe above there, because it did play some Super Nintendo games. Portable N64 games. That's what I'm gonna say. And it's like the DS.
Does it have color?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because this picture almost looks black and white.
But bad news. You cannot mod it. So this. But guess what? You could mod your 3DS to have a DS menu, and then you can mod the DS from there. So another reason to get a 3DS.
You're by it. So I would probably put it right below Super Nintendo because I'm more than likely.
I'm putting it above because it literally plays the same games as.
I understand, but as an old guy, I want to turn a system on and play it on a TV in my living room, sitting in a chair with a big screen.
Oh, PS5.
Right?
I think we could both agree that that's Jar Jar Binks.
Nope.
I would put it there. I love it.
I wouldn't.
I like it. Where would you put it?
I'd put it at the top of B. It's just slightly better than a PS4.
Not even A?
Nope.
You're putting the Vita above it.
I'm not putting the Vita anywhere. You put that there.
Oh, you would be fine with the... You're fine with the Vita above it. The Wii. No, the Wii's good.
The Wii's important. It's not important to me, but it's important. PS5 I don't think is all that important.
PC.
Look, hear me out now. We've got PS4 at the top of B, right? Look, and by the way, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Currently, the PS5 is my only system, and I'm happy with it. But it's seriously, like, I think video games in general are flawed. I'm going to have a similar argument for the next one from Xbox. It's going to have a lot of the similar stuff, complaints. Like, I need an internet connection or I can't play video games. I don't get to, like, save any real storage space by using the disc, like a little, but like
no, it just downloads.
But like you know, once upon a time, you bought a video game, you owned the video game, you had the whole video game. The video game was done. It didn't glitch. What?
You don't own a video game anymore. You own the license to it.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like that's new. All these PlayStation 3 games we have over here in this pile that I'm pointing at, that the internet can't see me pointing at, right? Mm-hmm. You don't need to plug that into the internet.
Hold on, just start naming them. Not a lot of them. Just start naming them.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Black Ops 2,
Which
Diablo,
Modern Warfare?
COD 4. COD 4. All right. Look.
I had to do that.
Mercenaries 2, World in Flames. I'm skipping right to that one. Red Dead Redemption. Come on now. Look, PlayStation 5 is the correct choice for modern consoles. But modern consoles are not as good as classics were. It just is what it is. Am I going to get rid of my PlayStation 5 to go get a PlayStation friggin' 3?
No.
No, I'm not. I literally got rid of my PS3 after I got a PS5.
To buy a motorcycle.
Well, you know, motorcycles are pretty cool. I like motorcycles. I got 3 motorcycles. I mean,
you know, I had to bring that up that you sold a gaming thing and not spending it on gaming. I had to bring that up.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people will agree with that and some people won't. Look, if you want to push it, to the bottom of A, I won't stop you.
I am, because I feel like that the B tier is getting a little bit big.
Well, and also it's getting a little big, but I also feel like maybe the Xbox belongs at the top of B.
I feel like we should put them at the same spot because like
PlayStation's beating Xbox if they're the same, no matter what.
Hold on, you know what? I got a better idea. Hold on.
Oh, you're just gonna make them equals? I don't think they're equals. I don't even understand.
We're above twice.
I don't even understand what. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
We're above twice.
PlayStation. If you have the same generation of PlayStation and Xbox, it is my opinion that the PlayStation always wins. If it's same. So like, the newest Xbox is better than a PlayStation 4. But it's not better than a PlayStation 5. And, you know, I stand on that. Honestly, I think Xbox is almost done.
I'm just going to move that so that way, like, you know, no arguments.
Whatever. I mean...
Quest 2, I play this. I will be, I didn't mean to add this, so I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to put Quest 2, Jar Jar Binks. I love it.
That's the Oculus?
Yeah, the Quest 2.
Yeah, it's similar to the Wii in the sense that it sort of exists in its own world.
Great motion controls. And
That lightsaber music game thing you had me playing was,
Beat
was
Saber.
it, yeah, that
Every
had me,
game on there is exclusive.
well, and that was good.
VR.
Like it was smooth, and the gameplay was
Yes.
good. It's virtual reality, and some people look at it from the wrong light. They think it's
Also-
supposed to look like real life. It doesn't look like real life, but it feels like you're in the game.
Also,
That's the point.
I just want to say is transparent mode. So like sometimes if I walk downstairs and people see me with it on, they're like, "Do you see that?" It has cameras so you can see, and then you can put screens. So like you could have like a TV basically anywhere, and it saves the anyone. Oh yeah, I was thinking about adding the Apple Vision Pro, but literally 2 people own it. I don't think no one that watched this video has even considered buying the $2,000 Apple Vision Pro.
See, I was gonna put Oculus above PS1, but below PS4.
I'm putting it in Jar Jar Binks. I played it a lot.
Well, you know, and I'm deferring to your experience on that. I'm just saying I'm doing it with some hesitation.
I just want to say this: the Steam Deck, literally, it won't be in GOAT, but it has to be the top gaming like handheld, because it literally has access to the internet, games like that you could play on your computer and stuff.
So
anywhere.
you're putting it right above that.
I put it right above here, although I do not want to put it above some stuff down here.
You realize now that you're rating that over the PS5 and then modern Xbox. As you have that,
Maybe here.
because you've also done the same thing with that other handheld.
I'm gonna keep the Vita there because the modding, I guess. I'll keep that there. Like I said, I'm a big part of the
Again,
modding.
look, and my anti-handheld bias is probably showing, and
Yes.
I'll admit that.
All I'm gonna say is, the modding community thingy I'm in. I feel like I have to keep that. I feel like I have to keep the 2 there, like above.
Well, this is pretty much our completed list, right? Because everything down below looks like repeats.
Let's just hold on. There's one thing I really want to put in Attack of the Clones. Just gonna.
Just for existing.
Just for the memes.
Just because.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm
solid.
okay with this because like anything I'm going to disagree with is going to be something that I either haven't played or haven't played much. So it would be all the virtual reality and handheld things. If we erased those from the list, I'd be happy with where all these consoles are. And I don't even disagree with some of the handhelds and the virtuals.
There's
So.
one thing we need to end off before we could actually end the video.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, one with